I know what you say, but you've definitely changed. I stole your innocence away and put it in a box labelled my mistakes. It's not a question of blame, but it does feel like such a shame that it had to end this way. We played love like maybe it was just a game, or thought of consequence pushed out of play, but did we really control how love came? We followed lusts and urges, and we shared blind passion. We act in our desires that they may fade from fashion. No wooing or courtship ever seemed to happen. It was like we started as lovers and just followed that pattern. No relationship for a foundation or to give us stability, and just declaring I love you somewhat whimsically. Did we mean it? Sometimes, yes, and sometimes it was just a cover for our emptiness. You see, now I say I love you and I mean every word, and I look back on those moments and they seem so absurd, confusing our lust with the feelings of love. Because I give you sexual relief, I must be the one? Now, don't get me wrong, I was just the same. But you can't love someone all you know is their name and shallow information that everyone hears. You need to know about their hopes, dreams and fears. You need to know their soul and what makes them tick. You need to go through pain and see that they stick. You need to test the things that make others just friends and then say you love them when you get to the end. Remove sex from the equation. Does it still add up? Only then can you say that it's not just lust. And we got there, but it took some time. Occasionally we'd fast forward just to rewind. Skipping steps doesn't work. You think you're ready, but you just make things worse. And there are many excuses for why we relapse and go back to the sex just to remember what we had. And for a while it's good, and then you feel empty again. I guess the best laid plans of mice and men. But back to us and how we began, and how I stayed and talked when I should have ran. Star-crossed lovers, that's what we're called. A secret lust that flouts the rules. If this was Romeo and Juliet, then I'd be a Montague and you a Capulet. But there's no Verona Beach and no stage, no 5-act play or lines to say. You see, we fell in lust and fell in love, then followed our lust and lost our love, then found our friendship and rediscovered love. But then it's late, the damage is done, and now we're friends, but friends in love. We followed our lust and nobody won. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a regret, it's just a mistake. You see, regret would have been if our eventual love was fake. And breaking up's never easy and it often pains. While parts of you grow strong, other parts fade. Just to come back stronger than turn and say, I think you're ready now, you can love again. But you're dubious at first and then you relent. You need to hope that reservoir in your heart hasn't been spent, because the spark builds a fire and then ignites the flames and the emotions take hold and it starts again. And if your heart's broken here, take mine. They combine, they're half what they were, but together they're fine. And losing love to lust is a game for fools. I'm not one for abstinence, but I am one for rules. And this is a golden one I just have to share. Don't fulfill your lust if love isn't there.